Hey Goodfellas! Today we're going to analyze 10 pens that will last a lifetime. I've been inspired by Brian Goulet's video about his top 7, so I decided to do my top 10. Now this top 10 is put together because of their manufacturing quality, of the materialization, because of the writing experience that a certain pen delivers, and even because of the after-sales service that the brand might be giving. So it means that it's a subjective, a top 10 that is based on my own experience and on the feedback that I have got from my customers, and also on pens that I think have certain peculiarities and might be also iconic or be pieces of art to own and use in your everyday life. Obviously, I'm also very interested about your own pen that you think will last a lifetime, so make sure to let me know down in the comment which pens you think will last a lifetime. Let's start with this selection, top 10 pens that will last a lifetime. And let's start directly with an icon, the Montblanc 149. The Montblanc 149 is also called the Presidente. It's a cigar-shaped pen made in precious resin. It features an 18-karat gold nib. Now this is a typical oversized pen. Beautiful, beautiful shape. The Montblanc 149 is simply an iconic pen that is super recognizable. It's from a brand that will always deliver a great after-sales service. If anything would ever happen to your pen, it is fitted with a piston filling mechanism, and you know, it's just a pen that never disappoints. So you can be sure that with the Montblanc 149, you will hold it for 40, 50, 60 years, and you might go back to a retailer for a little repair, for a little service, and the pen will be still absolutely awesome. I personally have Montblanc 149 that are 30 years old and they look simply astonishing. The Montblanc 149 runs for about $1,000, 950 Swiss francs, so we're in about that price range. Next pen, it's a pen that we don't carry here at Style of Zug, and it's a pen that I personally don't own, but every customer that owns it is absolutely amazed by it. And it's the Nakaya Dorsal Fin. Nakaya is a sub-brand of Platinum. It's a super niche brand. They produce very few pieces each year, made in Urushi lacquer with this very special shape that will not roll down from the table. It has a great nib. I think it's available in 14 karat and 18 karat gold in different nib sizes. At Nakaya, they will really check each single nib and grind each single nib to make sure that when you get the pen, it's an absolute stunner to ride with. I've had the chance, obviously, to ride with a few of these, and I have to say that I'm super positive about the quality, and everyone that has it, it has become one of the everyday pens and one of those pens that absolutely never disappoints. The Nakaya Dorsal Fin has different kind of price point depending on the finishing you're going for and the size of the Dorsal Fin you are going to choose. Next one, the Graf von Faber-Castell Classic in wood. Now, the Graf von Faber-Castell Classic in wood is one of the best quality pens on the market. It's actually made with a wood barrel with this guilloche on the wood itself. It has been platinum plated, metal trims. It is fitted with an 18 karat gold nib, and you can fill it up by using a converter or a cartridge. The pen overall is super solid. It's not one of the biggest sizes, but again, it's one of those pens that is simply super durable. I've had very few repairs here in my store of it, and it's one of those pens that since 20 years is simply one of those daily runners for people from all over the world. The Graf von Faber-Castells are produced in Germany, so it's a kind of manufacturing that will never disappoint you. If you have any problems, again, the brand will always take great care of you, and they're super, and if you have any problem, the brand will always take great care of you. Next, we jump to a Swiss brand, the Caran Leman. Now here we're talking about Swiss manufacturing, about Geneva kind of precision. The Caran are usually made in lacquering. They're fitted also with an 18 karat gold nib, so the writing sensation is pretty sensitive and quite smooth. And you can fill this pen up by using also cartridge or converter. What I find very, very nice is when you cap the pen, when you screw the pen, you really feel how precise these pens are made. Now, the pen, the Caran also has a certain weight, which is also an indicator of quality, or at least it gives that kind of sense. And also at Caran they're super fast with any kind of repairs, because as you know, this kind of pens, sometimes can have something, you could drop it. What important is that you always have a brand that you can rely to and that will help you out in any case of damage. And that's exactly what happens with the brands and the pens that I'm mentioning here. The Caran Leman is a pen that you can find between 500 and 700 US dollar. So 500, 450 Swiss francs and 650 Swiss francs in different kind of versions, colors. Just beautiful. You can go with a Grand Bleu, Rouge Carmin, with a total black one, with a Douai, and so on. Before we move on to the next pen, make sure to hit the subscribe button. This is a little thing that will help out my channel to grow. And if you can, leave also a like if you're enjoying this kind of content. And I thank you very much for that. Then we jump again to something more Japanese, and I have to mention the Sailor King of Pen. And I have to focus on the Sailor King of Pen in Urushi. Now in this case, this is a Sailor King of Pen in Urushi Black. Urushi is a lacquering with different layers. It takes time to dry it. It's a little work of art. So each single pen, you have a craftsman who actually lacquers this pen and has to make sure that it's super precise, well made, without any bubbles. So every time you buy an Urushi fountain pen, it's a handmade piece of art, and Urushi is said to be a very scratch resistant material. Plus, it was used already 7,000 years ago for a matter of prevent schimmel to arise, for example, on wooden plates. Now, the Urushi King of Pen is fitted with a 21 karat gold nib. That's a patented nib from Sailor, created by Sailor. Again, it's more of an oversized pen. It can also be filled with a converter and a cartridge. In this case, it's a special Sailor converter and cartridge. And the bouncy nib, the feeling of this pen, I always say it's like riding with the katana of a samurai. So it's a great riding experience you get. It's a great piece of art you get with the Sailor King of Pen. It's also available in resin if you prefer to go for a resin one, which also will be a bit lower in price. For the resin one, we're talking about around $1,000. For the Urushi lacquered one, we're talking for about $1,900. And from Japan, we jump to France. How can I not mention the Dupont Line D? The Dupont Line D, it's a very, French kind of pen, very elegant in its shape. It has a very nice pull system to open up the cap. It's fitted with this 18 karat gold nib that has a very special shape. Great ink flow, I have to say. And what's beautiful about Dupont pens is the incredible lacquering on the pens. The lacquering comes in different versions and is super well made. You can see that it's a quality product. You can see that it's a brand that looks for quality delivered to their customers. And I've had great experiences from customers that are absolutely in love with their Line D or with their Dupont in general. Next, Otto Hutt Design 08. Now you know how much I love the Otto Hutt Design 08. For me, the Otto Hutt Design 08 is a little piece of design and of art for how it's made and for its industrialization. Otto Hutt is a brand that is based in Pforzheim in Germany, and the Design 08 is designed by Mark Brown in solid brass with ruthenium finishing, with guilloche. It has a weight of 70 grams. It's fitted with an 18 karat gold nib available in fine, medium and broad. It has a stainless steel grip section with black PVD. The way it closes down, that always closes down the same way. It's absolutely incredible, and it has a pull and twist filling mechanism which gives it an incredible feeling when filling it up. So it's a real product. Again, when we're talking after sales service for any kind of problem you might have with one of these items, Otto Hutt will take great care, and that's also a way how a pen will last a lifetime. Now again, the Design 08 is a pen that I personally own since 2 years now. I've never had one single problem with it, and I feel like I'm gonna be using it forever. It won't have any kind of problem. The Design 08 runs for about $1,300 US, and it's available here at Style of Zug or on Otto Hutt's webpage or at selected retailer worldwide. Then we go back to Japan. The Japanese really know how to do great pens. Namiki number 20 in black Urushi or vermilion. Now you might know this piece also as Yukari Royale, but when it's Urushi it's called number 20. This piece is also in Urushi. I've explained you about Urushi. It's incredible the fact that this pen, when you hold it, this is really like understatement, less is more, but when you look at it, you can see it's something important. Now, it is fitted with a brass body inside that you cannot see. It's covered by the resin, and that gives it a certain weight. It is also fitted with an 18 karat gold nib, a great pen that we unfortunately sold, a great pen that is meant to be there forever. My customer are absolutely in love with it. Most of them purchased both the vermilion red and the black Urushi, and that's a pen that will really last a lifetime. Now we come to the last two, and funny enough, it's two Italians. Great pen. Montegrappa Extra 1930, beautiful collection, made in celluloid. It comes in 5 different colors. You have the turtle brown, you have the bamboo black, you have the black and white one, you have the blue one, and then you have the red one. The celluloid is absolutely astonishing. The depth of the celluloid, it gives you that sense of quality and of depth of the material. Celluloid is a material that has to be stored for 10 years in order not to burn down when you actually produce the pen afterwards. So the gas from the material has to evaporate. The grip section is in sterling silver, so it will get a slight patina, so the pen will live throughout the years together with you. All metal trims are actually in sterling silver, also the clip, and the nib is 18 karat. That's an absolutely astonishing piece. It's part of those oversized pen like the Design 08, like the Yukari Royale, the King of Pen, or the Montblanc 149. Montegrappa is a fantastic Italian manufacturer that is based in Bassano del Grappa in the northern part of Italy, and they know how to create pens. They created pens for Rocky Balboa, for Sylvester Stallone, for their film in The Expendables. So absolutely iconic company and great manufacturing. I've posted about their manufacturing and it's really astonishing. And crazy me, I forgot to mention the last piece that is part of this top 10 fountain pens that will last a lifetime, and it's the Pilot Custom Urushi. The Pilot Custom Urushi is a marvelous piece made in Urushi with an ebonite body. It has a very nice 18 karat gold nib that is available in fine, medium and broad. It runs for about $1,500, $1,600, and it's a piece that will never let you down. It works perfectly. It has a piston or it has a converter or cartridge mechanism, and it just keeps on going and has such a great ink flow. So that's definitely a piece that will never let you down, as I told you. Now last but not least, as I like to say, the Visconti Homo Sapiens. I remember when Visconti launched this piece, it was a little wonder because the Homo sapiens is made out of lava stone. A lava stone that is mixed together with a resin, and like this they're able to create this body and this design. It has a bayonet closing system. It's fitted with an 18 karat gold nib nowadays, but back at the time it was a 23 karat palladium nib that a lot of people really adored. Some other didn't like that much, and it's available in the full range of nibs. Now, this pen nowadays can be filled with power filling mechanism or with piston filling mechanism, and it's one of those pens that also gets a patina over time. The bronze edition even more because of the bronze itself, but even the lava stone will get a bit darker with the use, and that gives you the sense of owning something that is truly yours. Plus, the natural material is very special in the hands. It's warm, it gets warm a bit warm while you're riding, so it really delivers that special feel and touch while you're riding with it. Goodfellas, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 pens that will last a lifetime. Make sure to let me know down in the comments your opinion, your own pen, and don't forget that together we are changing the game.